Good morning and happy Tuesday. How is everyone? It's a great day here. I think it's 56, 57. It's nice, it's cool. Why is that so dark? Why are you so dark? Oh, anyway, just smelling of the leaf I threw the other day that contained waste. Yeah, it's yours. Come on. Goodness gracious. Anyway, it's a glorious Tuesday morning. Yeah, I've been awake since, well, I woke up and it was like in the 3:50-ish, I don't know. And then, I don't know, it was 4 something when Penny got up and came up there and, you know, we snuggled and tried to go back to sleep. But by then, my body was like, nope, it's time to get up. I said, well, isn't that special? Isn't that special? I guess we'll just get up then. So I've been up and had my breakfast. I mean, I had my breakfast so early that I'm going to be looking for lunch at like 10 o'clock. Yeah. I wish I had some of my dairy-free cheese to take because I'm going to need a snack. I'll eat some crackers at work or something. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. I look dark. What is all that noise? Probably squirrels. Anyway, I was thinking back to when we used to go to Daytona when I was a kid, and I thought of a couple of funnies from our mini trips. God, these squirrels, what are y'all doing? Do y'all hear them? Anyway, I don't know. I was 12, 13, 14, I don't know. And I wanted to go back to the room. I don't know why. So I went back to the room, and when I opened the door, my mom's dog, Buffy, her heart and soul bolted from the room. It ran across all lanes of A1A, all of them, north and south, east and west, whatever it runs, and then into a parking lot across the street. And me, hot on her tail, thinking my mom is going to decease me if something happens to this dog. Not thinking my mom would be more upset if I got hit by a car. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking my mom's gonna decease me if something happens to her dog, because we didn't know anything about emotional support dogs in the 70s, but Buffy was her emotional support dog. That's the dog we kind of sort of stole from my grandmother's neighbor. We told the person we were stealing it. So is that really stealing if they know? Anyway, so she gets over there to the other parking lot, and I'm trying to cross all lanes of traffic on A1A. I don't even know if I had shoes on. I mean, we were probably at the beach, and I probably just went to the room to get something. And yeah, here I go. And this man sees her coming and scoops her up. I'm surprised she didn't just bite the snot out of him, because she was a little snot, let me tell you. That dog, ooh, if I tried to pick her up, she would do that, nah, 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 like at my hand. She wasn't really biting, but you could feel her teeth on your skin, and she was doing all that crap. She hated me, and I don't know why. I'm like, I'm the one that rescued you, you little heathen. Come on, we're not going back there. But he scooped her up. I made it over there. By this point, I was bawling my eyes out because I just knew that I was going to be deceased. Mostly because I had 2 brothers, and they would tell me, Mom really will decease you. I mean, that's not the words they use, but you know, with social media, you kind of have to go dance around some words. So I had it in my mind that she would decease me. And then, I don't know how my parents ended up, when I grabbed the dog from him and turned around, they were standing there looking at me in just complete horror. But they were. And my mom said, I can't believe that you would risk your life to chase after that dog. We're not going for a long walk. I gotta go to work. Who do you think you are, Charlie? Yeah, you're not Charlie. Yeah, Charlie used to do that, stand, and he would lock down and not move at all. Anyway, stay focused, Tracy. She got on to me. She was like, how dare you think that your life is not as important as her life? And I was like, well, you don't hold me all the time. I mean, I'm a teenager or a tweenager or whatever, but Yeah, that was one time. And then another time we went to Daytona was probably one of the most memorable trips, but it was not because of the fun we had. I can't remember if we had Buffy on this trip. I don't remember Buffy, but my brother Lonnie and his girlfriend Kathy went with us. And we went in a Plymouth Cricket. I think Plymouth Crickets came out in 1971. And I'll insert a picture because I had to look it up. I knew it was a Cricket, but I couldn't remember the maker. And it said it was a Plymouth, it being Google. So anyway, it wasn't a very big car. And my brother, I don't know if he was already 6 foot tall when he was 17, 18 years old, but probably close to it. He's always been long and lean. Then his girlfriend Kathy, she wasn't that big. I mean, she average height, I suppose. But anyway, and then there's me. Well, way back then, I liked to lay down and go to sleep and sleep for most of the trip so that when I woke up, we would be at the beach because I loved going to the beach, right? We get down there, and one thing was Kathy. If I had to compare her to anyone, it would be, oh shoot, why won't words come to me when I need them?
When you're out on the road, feeling lonely and so cold, all you have to do is call my name and I'll be there on the next train. You just call out my name.
Oh my gosh, what's her name? Janis Joplin is the only name coming to mind, and that is not it. Please stand by. Carole King. How could I forget Carole King? I played that Tapestry album, I think, until it had really deep grooves in it. But anyway, Carole King. Kathy reminded me of Carole King. She had that hair that parted down the center, and then it was real flat to the top of her head, and then it was curly. They were the epitome of a hippie couple. He had long, jet black hair. They dressed the part. Anyway, well, we were standing outside, of course. I think we were on the deck, and I'm pretty sure it was a seagull that flew over, and it splatted right on the top of her head. I just remember thinking, oh, I'm glad that was her and not me. Anyway, oh gosh, hold on. Hi, now I'm on my way to work. So then the next part of that exciting trip was the shark. Obviously, it didn't get any of us, but I was on the sandbar. I don't know how old I was, 10, 11, I don't know. But I hear the lifeguard screaming, and I see everybody start running, swimming, whatever, trying to get to shore. And I look over to see my dad, and he's, I don't know, he's a long way. I don't know, a football field away. So he's doing like this, telling me to go to shore. And I'm like, okay. So I start trying to swim to shore. Well, you know, you can't really swim in the ocean because it takes you that way and then it pulls you back. And it takes you that way and it pulls you back. And I thought, well, if I could just get to where I could touch the ground. Because, you know, it gets deeper and deeper, and then you get to the sandbar, and you're back on top of the world, where it's not that deep. But then you have to swim back through that deep part to get to where you can touch the ground again, or at least for a very small child. So I'm swimming as hard as I can until my feet finally can touch, and then I'm running, and I still don't know what's going on. No clue what's going on. I just knew everybody was swimming and running, and I had to get to shore. Well, that's when I found out that they were yelling shark. They had spotted a fin in the water. Later that day, you know, we go back to the house and get changed and all that good stuff. And then, of course, we had to go to the gift shops. You know, the beach gift shops, where there's like 14 of them, but they all carry the same thing. You can buy your shells, you can buy your sand, you can buy your t-shirt that says, my so-and-so went to Daytona and all I got is a t-shirt. You know, all those things that people buy. We had to go to a lot of them. Well, we heard on the radio in one of them that a woman had been bitten in the buttocks by a shark. That's why they were calling everyone to come out, because of course there was blood in the water, which could cause a fury of sharks. But anyway, I don't think it like decapitated her butt. Decapitated. I think it just bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he took a chunk out. Shut up, Tracy. Anyway, that's why we had to get out of the water. So that was weird thing number 2. Weird thing number 3 is on the way home in the little Cricket, I'm laying up in the back windshield. The air conditioner goes out. So we have to roll down the windows, and all the long hairs flipping and flopping around in the car, and I'm getting beat unto death with the hair flying around. Well, anyway, then we had to pull into a service station. You remember the good old days when we actually had service stations where you could pull into and they could do more than just pump gas in your car. I don't remember that they actually fixed the car. I can't remember that because I don't think they had the parts. But anyway, I think we ended up having to drive home in that car, in that little hot box in the middle of July with no air conditioning. There was a puppy that was there, and I wore my mama out getting coins from her so I could buy crackers and whatever to feed that dog. I fed that dog so many crackers that day. There was no telling. I don't know if it belonged to somebody at the gas station or if it was just hanging out there, but whatever, it was my friend for the day. So, well, that's that. I just realized that my radio's on, so I hope it didn't play the whole time. But anyway, I'm at work now and I'm 6 minutes late, which is really strange since I've been awake since 4 o'clock. Okay, bye. Dearest baby Jesus, I got no sleep. I got no sleep. I have a picture of Charlie that I'm going to insert that portrays the look that I have today for people. I told my boss it's good that I'm here by myself because I'm between laughing deliriously, because that's what I do when I get super tired, is just laugh for no reason, or saying, I wish somebody would. You know what I'm saying? So I came to work fully expecting to operate as normal and go in and fix me a cup of ice and pour me a cold little drink to start my day. I mean, I brought water from home, flavored water, and I got there and there's no ice. Because, why is there no ice? Because the ice maker was trying to decease at us. Yeah, I opened it a few weeks ago and it had all this black stuff growing in it. Now, keep in mind, I had washed it 2 weeks prior. Ryan said he washed it like the week before that, because I mean, when I say black stuff growing in it, it was black streaks on the back wall. I scrubbed it, he scrubbed it, Lisa said she scrubbed it. We're using bottled water in it. We're not using the tap water. So then I go out and buy vinegar and the little, you know, the straw brushes, but the bigger straw brushes, and another thing so that we could get down in there. So then last week, I think it was Thursday, Jen and Lisa pretty much take the whole thing apart and scrubbed every part of it and got it all clean, and we ran vinegar through it and it still had debris, and then we ran bleach through it and it still had yuck. So I'm thinking the back of that ice maker is just gross, but you can't get to it. There is no way, there is no screws, there is no nothing to get to the back of this ice maker. And if running vinegar through it and then running bleach through it doesn't cure it of its ailments, yeah. So I told them on the phone Friday when we had our meeting, I said, well, the ice maker it's kaput. And so I think I'm just going to buy a bag of ice at Chick-fil-A for now. So at least we can have ice this week. I mean, I'm going to buy some ice trays, I suppose, to keep in the freezer. So 1970s. If I could find those metal ice trays that you have to raise the handle and crank it up and all the ice shatters into a million pieces. Actually, I like that part about it. What I didn't like about them is that if your hand had any amount of moisture on it, it would stick to those metal ice trays. You know, kids today don't know how good they've got it, because they just walk up to a refrigerator and push their little cup in, and ice fills their little cup. No, we had to get skin peeled off our fingers to get ice out of a metal ice tray. Anyway, I digress from that. But I'm going to buy some little ice trays. But I want to find teeny tiny little ice trays because that's the point of it. I liked that ice because it was soft and crunchy like Chick-fil-A ice, even though it didn't really look like that. But I didn't realize that it was trying to deseased us by putting mold in our body, which is probably why I've been so sneezy and dopey and grumpy, you know? I mean, maybe I'm still grumpy, but that's because I've had no sleep. That was a lot to unpack in just a few minutes. But yeah, I told my boss, I said, I gotta go get me something to eat. I mean, to drink. Well, and eat. I might as well get me something to eat while I'm here because I had breakfast at like 4:30. So I'm already hungry. I told y'all I'd be hungry. I don't know if I told y'all, but I think I said that I would be hungry by 10. It's 9:30. I'm already getting hungry. So I'm just going to go ahead and get me some nuggets and some hash browns because they don't serve fries this early. And a cup of ice and a bag of ice. Yeah, that's what I'm going to get. But I'm here, so that was a lot of rant for just a few minutes, but I hope you enjoy the picture of Charlie. Some people say they can't look at his pictures or videos, but I'm like, he was my dog, and I can look at him. Go ahead, enjoy him, because that dog was the most expressive dog of any dog I've ever known. So please look at them, okay? All right, I'll be back. Just real quick before I get on the road, I just got my food from the Chick-fil-A, and I had my glasses on, and I pushed them up on my head, and then I realized that my sunglasses are still on my head. I was wearing 2 pairs of glasses. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, deposit made. And now we're taxiing down the runway, and we're headed home. Praise be to Jesus. I stayed awake all day. Yes, I did. Do I have a headache? Yes, I do. Just a little one. It's not terrible, but it's one of them that, you know, it wouldn't take much for it to just go and, you know, your whole head, like, yeah. So I have told my people I'm not taking calls tonight. No, I'm not. I have been on the phone all day, and I am too tired, and I don't want any more phone calls. So there, because I need peace and quiet and solitude. Yes. So that I can sleep tonight. Yeah. Anyway, it was a great day. It was a great and wonderful day at my little office. I was all alone, and I cleaned the office, and I watered the plants, and I took the trash out. I mean, I of course did my work too, and I talked on the phone a lot. But Tommy, my boss, said this morning when she found out I got like 3.5 hours sleep, she said, "Do you want to work from home today?" And I was like, no, that's not a good idea, ma'am. I need to stay here, and I need to stay busy, because if I go home, it probably won't be good. I do better if I stay busy. I can't take naps anyway. I just am one of those people. The only way I ever get to take a nap is if I'm sick, and my body's just like, you gon' take a nap. And I'm like, okay, alrighty. But if my body's not screaming out at me to take a nap because I'm sick, then no nap happens. No nap. Anyway, but I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna change into some shorts, because it is 78, all of 78 degrees today. I mean, right now. And I'm gonna walk Miss Penny, I think. I might just walk her out the back door, and then walk her in a little bit out, you know, like walk. I don't like to usually walk her. Yeah, why am I talking about this? I don't know. I'm delirious, aka Dolores. Do you know what AKA stands for? I mean, probably most people do. Also known as. Speaking of names, I've seen some of the funniest names working where I worked. 2 names that killed me. Brothers, Cain and Abel. ma'am or sir, whoever named you, did they not read the story? Because no. No. Of all the names in the Bible, I cannot pick my 2 sons to have the names Cain and Abel. No. Or, I don't even want Cain. I mean, I really don't even want Abel, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't have 2 sons and name them Cain and Abel. That's some sort of sick joke, isn't it? Okay, that's it. Remember that I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon because these people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, okay? I'm hanging up first because I can. Bye.